A couple weeks ago, I was at the beach early in the morning. I closed my eyes and went inward, exploring my inner landscape, meeting myself in many different aspects. It's a usual thing for me. Like some people check the news, I check the weather in my heart. See, I've always lived a double life, one here with you and one in my mind with me. Because if I don't meet myself in there, who will, right? That day on the beach, I remember exploring peace from every angle, dissecting it, sitting with it, feeling it, turning it around like a stone in my hand. And then, without thinking too much, I decided to move into a little wood house on a vast plain. A house I built about a year and a half ago for another kind of experiment. But that day I decided I lived there now. The reason I moved in permanently was simple: to make the creatures of my imagination knock before they overwhelm me with their message. It was my first real attempt to experience life away from the usual chaos, from angry dogs, whispering stranger, and all the other parts of me that tend to show up uninvited. So I locked myself in the woodhouse and opened the door only to those I felt ready to meet. Sage décision, I would say. One by one, not all at once like I used to. After that first experiment, I wrote a short post about it for my friends, not knowing it would become chapter 1 of a long story soaked in magic, stitched with knowledge, and map out like an exploration of my mind, my heart, my body, and my soul. My name is Vei. You created me in your experience to lead you back to the parts of yourself you've spent a lifetime avoiding. And these creatures, they'll take you straight to what you're meant to create as a creator, an artist, a visionary. And you're about to meet all of mine. Here's chapter 1 of the little wood house inside my mind. I hope you enjoy your stay in my imagination. Don't mind the ghosts though, they're everywhere. They won't haunt you if you're kind, whatever kind means to them. This week, as you see, I've been living on a vast plain. The weather is fucking perfect, full spring, still a bit chilly, but there's sunlight always. I choose to move into this house at the top of this small hill specifically because I wanted everyone, people, animals, and other creatures, to have to knock before reaching me. I wanted the chance to invite thoughts, ideas, worries, or any other characters in rather than letting them barge in unannounced. I wanted the power to decide who gets to spend time with me and who doesn't. For example, this week I lovingly told that demon I mentioned in one of my last posts that I didn't have time or energy for her right now. No projects needed her input. I promised her, though, that if anything came up, I'd call. And instead of getting mad, it somehow made her trust me more. Meanwhile, I've been sipping warm milk with a fox I'll probably introduce to you soon, and Livana, the angel of money. It's funny, her wings barely fit the house. And when it's just the three of us, our conversations is filled with energy. Also, I felt inspired to thank Livana every time I receive, find, or use money. And well, there's also a little wooden man sitting silently in the corner drinking his mud tea. If you've seen the series Hilda, you know exactly who he is. That said, the reason I'm inviting you in today is to share what happened to me yesterday and how using your imagination is spectacular. My mom called around 7 p.m. to share some bad news, something about a specific family drama, and it created a lot of feelings in me. After the call, someone knocked at the door of the wooden house inside my mind. A tall girl, black hair, she kind of looked a bit like me, nothing in her hands, barefoot, dressed in a simple gray outfit, nothing special. She reminded me of boredom. She looked at me and said, "You're not used to letting me in, huh?" Looking a bit bored. I let her in because something about her directness gave me so much energy, and as soon as she stepped inside, she said, "Before you say anything, I am not boredom. I'm just unimpressed by drama and uninterested in justification." She ended our brief conversation with this: "I'm here because you need to build things that require trust, not adrenaline." Fuck, I felt that. Suddenly, everything that happened this week made sense. And it reminded me once again that everything that happens in life is just keys and doors, and keys and doors, and keys and doors. If you feel the need to figure something out, it's because you just don't need it right now. And don't worry, things, events, thoughts, and parts of you will knock at your door at the perfect moment. Until then, you're welcome to sit here with me for a while. I'll remind you how much lives inside you.